Hi, welcome back to
To
Souls
Souls
Meet.
Meet.
How are you? Welcome to week
Episode
6.
6. Can you
Episode
believe this?
6.
It's
Oh my
felt
god.
so fast.
It is. It's been really, really fast.
It's felt really fast.
Yeah, but
But
we're having a
great.
great time. Yeah.
I was saying that yesterday. I'm like, I'm just having a ton of fun.
That's what I was saying yesterday too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday. What
time were you saying it at? The afternoon for me.
No, mine was in the evening. It was in the
It's okay,
evening.
we're on
Yeah.
the same page.
Yeah, we are. It's been really fun and it's been great.
Just making it.
Yeah. I love it.
I love it. And I do have like a couple people that they have been they have been actually watching every week.
Yeah.
And I feel like their feedback is so great because they've been seeing like the progress of everything. Yeah. So it's really fun.
It has been fun.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm
Yeah?
great. Yes. It's been very well, you know this. We both have been so busy.
Yeah.
I feel like, it's usually like that. It went from like not so busy to like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also because you put the intention to it. So I'm having fun. That the fact that I'm busy, it's not really like dreading and being like, oh my gosh, I hate this, or like not busy in a bad way, but it's all things that I'm like committed to and want to. And even when I'm super tired, I'll still be like, yep, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel the same way. Like I've been tired. Like because I feel like there's no break.
Mm-hmm.
And the breaks that I do have, it's like, oh, but you need to get something else done. So you have to make sure that all of your free time you use it wisely.
Right.
But it hasn't been like dreading it. I haven't been dreading it. I haven't been like, oh my God, why did I get myself into this?
Which I feel like in the past, like the last year, I was feeling like that for many things.
Yeah.
Whatever I mean, apart from like seeing friends and stuff, but like anything that had to do with like a commitment, it was like, but right now it's just like a lot going on, but in the places that I want them to be.
Yes.
And it makes me feel like connected. I don't know if it's also because summer is coming, and definitely summer.
I'm still waiting. Last week was very summer, and this
last week we were like, this is so much summer.
Yeah, summer's coming. No,
we live
spring
in Toronto.
Came back, and winter jacket,
like full on
winter jacket.
Yesterday, I am babysitting a doggy, and I had to go walk her, and I saw the weather, and I'm like, I might as well take my winter jacket, like my actual winter jacket from like December or January.
Yeah.
Weather.
Yeah.
Crazy.
This is the country we live in.
Yeah, we live in Canada. We just remind you that
we can get all seasons in one day. Yeah.
It's great. Well, people think that we have winter all the time, but we don't.
Yeah.
But
up north, yeah. But we're in the south of the country. So
up north.
Imagine living there. I would be depressed.
When I was in Calgary 3 years ago, it was September 5th, and it was about to snow. And like I left, and it snowed like 2 days later, and I was like, snow in September? No.
I would be depressed, I'm telling you.
It was good when I was like those day before that time. It was good.
Yeah.
But it was, you still needed your jacket in September.
Oh my God, I can't live like that.
Yeah. I know, me neither.
I'm already having a hard time living here.
Guys, okay. We both come from like the hottest places in Venezuela. Like me on one side and she from the other side of the country. Like we on the opposite sides we're from. But those are like the hottest places in Venezuela.
We're like right on the equator. Yeah. Like the line touches.
Yeah. So but I also feel like if somebody's from Mérida or like even Caracas, like it's not as hot as from Maracaibo or Carúpano. Shout out to
Maracaibo and
Carúpano. And it's like our bodies are just confused.
Yeah. It's like 40. It's normal for it to be like above 40 often. Like I remember after moving here,
Maracaibo was even worse. Yeah,
Maracaibo was bad. Like the heat is so bad. Even people my cousins that live there all their lives are like, we can't go outside. It's so hot.
It's so hot. Yeah.
I remember, I will never forget the first time I went back home after moving here. Mm-hmm. And I obviously forgot how hot it was, because
Right.
it had been over a year since I'd been there. I remember being in my house back home. It was like 9 in the morning. It wasn't even like peak heat.
Okay.
I remember going outside to just like see my friends. And I remember seeing the sun, and it looked like it was right there.
Like,
I was
so close to you.
So close to me. And I was like,
isn't
I
there
can't
a
go
saying?
outside.
I think there is a saying or something about Maracaibo being like closer to the sun or something. I think there is some sort of saying.
The flag of Zulia is like the sun.
The sun, the province.
My province, yeah. It's like the sun. I think
because it's
there
really hot.
It's hot. And I remember I couldn't go outside. It was just, I couldn't breathe. It's just, the heat is so.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can imagine being here.
And then it's like
never
your body,
used to
20 years later, your body's still
like,
being like, why?
No, why am I here?
Why, girl, why?
Why would you do this to me?
Okay, we should get back. We should get into it.
Back on track.
We're just gonna keep talking
about the sun. Yeah, so.
Yeah, this is what happens all the time.
That's, yeah.
Do you want me to go first?
No, I'll go first.
You go first.
My iPad's dying, so.
Okay.
Okay, first story.
Okay.
Am I in the wrong for walking out of my parents' anniversary party when my brother announced his engagement to my ex?
To their ex?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Wait.
How? That's messed up.
Like, I'm just imagining in my head getting married to my sister's ex, and I'm just
to
like,
your like previous kind of like,
or my sister getting with
to your ex. Ew.
That's, oh no. That's yeah.
Okay,
that's
we need to understand.
Okay, we need to.
Oh, and these people are older.
Oh.
They're not like teenagers.
Like kids?
They're 29, 32.
Oh.
Okay. I just discovered my brother, 29, has secretly been seeing my college ex-girlfriend, 32, over the past year. We broke up 8 years ago, and we'd been going out for 4 years prior to the split. Wow, that's a long
4
relationship.
years, that's
not like a few months.
Okay.
But we actually knew each other very seriously when we'd been together. I challenged him when I discovered this, and he said he didn't say anything to me because he didn't want me to get angry with him. Last weekend, we celebrated my parents' 40th anniversary celebration. My brother brought her to the party as his guest without letting me know beforehand. His arrival with my brother left me shocked her arrival with my brother left me shocked since we broke up, and I hadn't laid eyes on her ever since.
Oh no, this is like the first time they were seeing each other. Okay. I'm ready for that.
I'm sorry, I'm shocked. I was shocked for like a quick second. During the meal, they declared their engagement, and my mom began crying tears of joy. I couldn't take it and left. My brother trailed behind me, and we got into a big fight. I told him he should have warned me at the very least. He said I was being self-centered and spoiling our parents' party. Are you fucked? That evening, my dad phoned me telling me I humiliated the whole family by leaving. I don't have romantic feelings towards my ex anymore, but the surprise reveal and secrecy at my parents' celebration feels thoughtless. Am I in the wrong? I can tell you right now, you're not. What is that? And everyone,
I'm still in shock. Admit that I have to say before we start anything, I think we said it in another story, but this is even more like, this is soap opera shit. Like the things that you say, nah, that doesn't happen. Okay, we should go. Okay. Piedra, papel o tijera. 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
Piedra, papel o tijera. 1, 2, 3. Oh shit. Piedra, papel o tijera. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You go first.
Well, no, you're not in the wrong. What is that? That's messed up.
Sorry, I just said fuck because I'm just realizing that I have to go second, and I'm like, oh.
Isn't it fun? That is so messed up on so many different levels. Like, the fact that your brother didn't tell you, well, from what I understand, he knew they were dating, but the brother hadn't said anything for a while because he didn't want him to be upset.
like that, almost like they didn't like they never addressed the elephant in the room ever
Yeah,
again. Like they
yeah, and just left it, and then he didn't tell you before. This is something, I'm sorry, that is so selfish and so messed up that you would not tell your brother, hey, before proposing to his ex-girlfriend at your parents' anniversary celebration, you couldn't sit down with your brother and say, hey, I'm thinking of doing this. Is that okay with you? Like, we're not telling you not to propose, not to date her, but at a public place where your brother is, without running it by him first and seeing how he's going to feel in that moment. How fucking selfish are you? Like, that is so selfish to me. And then everyone else getting mad at him because he walked out. I'm sorry, nobody's taking this guy's feelings into consideration. Like, nobody's thinking about how he's feeling and how shocking it must be for him. They dated for 4 years. It's not like a few months. That's a full-blown relationship.
100%.
She obviously had met the family previously. Obviously, if you date someone for 4 years. So it's like,
get it out, because I'm like, same. I'm like, yep.
I just don't understand how you think that's okay. How is it okay in your head that you do not tell your brother out of courtesy? Just courtesy. That's it. Hey, I'm proposing to your girlfriend,
that's
ex-girlfriend.
The most important point. Like, everything else is messed up, but like, how don't you even, like, sorry, how do you not tell your sibling? Sorry, I'm getting into your take, but it's
no,
like,
no, but it's, how do you not tell? Like, they dated. They dated for 4 years.
A heads up.
Yeah, yeah. It's already, I'm sorry, it's already kind of twisted that you're dating his ex-girlfriend. I have to say that. That's already really twisted. But then you're proposing in front of him and your parents.
And the family.
Without him knowing. And that's the first time he is seeing her after they broke up. It's the first time. Like, that's, even if
she said yes, right? Yeah, she said yes.
We didn't say that? No. We didn't read. Like, he didn't say anything. But, like, it's already shocking. I'm sure he doesn't have romantic feelings. He said that. I don't have romantic feelings. I believe you. But it's still a shock to see your ex.
And what if he does? Like, even if, like,
what if he does? Yeah. Like,
what if, like, for the purpose of the story, he's just like, I don't have feelings, but yeah, sorry.
No, it's just, no, you're not in the wrong. No, you were not in the wrong. No.
I have to go and, as in, like, give my take, which has to be the opposite of that. But I want to say from the get-go, I agree. He's not in the wrong for wanting to leave that place right away after this happened. If I have to say an opposite perspective, I still think you're not in the wrong. I think you're right to leave the party. I guess doing things differently, not leaving right now because that's your parents' moment, even though your brother didn't think about that. He basically said
he didn't give a fuck.
He didn't give a shit. Yeah, he just went and did it anyways. Maybe you could have been more, like, gracious about it and said, like, okay, I'm gonna just, like, swallow my feelings and not say any. I don't know, like,
yeah, there's no
yeah, like, the only thing I can say, like, maybe you could have reacted differently to, like, not leaving, but saying, I need a moment and I need to leave, and tell your brother, I need a moment. But other than that, like, he could have told you. This would have been as easy as to, like, telling you beforehand, hey, I'm gonna do this. Apart from, like, everything else, I think I wouldn't feel comfortable if my sister gets with, like, my ex, or me getting.
How weird is that?
But let's say we don't get it. We don't get that. But from other people, that would be good. Let's just put it like that. Like,
sure.
Oh, I don't know. Like, this brother moved away and they didn't see each other. They cut communication. For her, it wasn't that meaningful the 4 years. And for some weird reason, then she ends up with the brother and she thought it was okay. Let's say we have no freaking clue how that works, but it works.
Yeah.
You still have to take that brother's feelings into consideration. And the parents being like...
The parents shocked me. The parents, like, the father phoning him and saying, you humiliated us in front of the family.
That tells me, though, what kind of maybe household they have, that the brother felt with the capacity of doing, like, with the right of doing something like this and not really thinking about his feelings. It's probably a household that is like very much into like the
appearance and
appearances,
how
and
what
for
people
him it's
think.
just like, well, we are together, it's fine, like it, not about feelings and like what's going on really deeply, but more about, well, this is the perfect place to do it at, subconsciously. There, at the back.
Yes.
Do you think it could be possible that the brother did it in such a public place just to like get it over with and for him not to react, and that's exactly what happened? You know how
I
some
don't
people,
know.
you know
I
how
don't
some
know.
people make those decisions like unconsciously, and they'll just be like, I'll just do it here because it's easier and everybody knows and everybody has to be happy because it's an engagement, but like a controlled situation kind of thing.
Right. I don't know. I don't know because for me, I cannot comprehend how you don't think to tell your brother.
Right.
I don't understand how subconsciously you could forget that. Like you could
Yeah, you didn't forget.
no, like
That's why I'm
I
saying, like, maybe for him it was like, well, he's not gonna be able to say anything at my parents' anniversary party, so I'll just do
maybe
it there.
maybe I don't know. I can't help but feel
Can
like
you
there's some sort
imagine?
of like it's like spiteful to me. I don't know. It comes out
Yeah.
very spiteful to me to do it like that. Again, no one's telling you not to like whatever. You guys have your own thing going on. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
what
yeah.
the
We don't
fuck
get
that
it,
is.
but
Yeah,
you do you.
but
Love whoever you want.
yeah, you love her. You guys want to get married. That's but it's just like for me it's like how do you not think about your brother's feelings doing it publicly in front of the family? Like it's very spiteful to me in that sense. You could have done it privately and then shared it with your family including your brother,
A
but
hundred
you did it
percent.
in front of everyone and I'm sorry, the
The
parents have pissed me off.
parents.
Like
How do you
how
call
rude. That's
first
just
check
so
in on
rude.
your son, because it's like, this is a person, I don't know, he's saying he doesn't have feelings and I understand that, but it was definitely a meaningful relationship for him,
For
because if
sure it
not he would
was.
have been like, oh well, that's it from
It
the
wouldn't be a
get-go.
big deal.
But he said that when they spoke,
He said they had already known each other a while before they started dating.
the brother,
Like
no,
the first brother that dated this girl.
right, but I'm saying like when the second brother when the second brother
Yeah.
came up, like started dating the girl and they spoke about it, he was clear that he was not okay with it.
Oh, I don't know if he's. I don't think
Did
he
he say
said
that? He
that.
didn't say that. Oh, I think I
No.
heard that.
Well, let's double check.
Let's double check. I
Double
think he said
check.
something about like when I found out, he said something, right?
Well, I challenged like so secretly. It was a secret that they were seeing each other.
Oh, but he
The second
never
brother.
but he never addressed it. They
No,
never
so
addressed
the
it.
first brother challenged him because he had a feeling, I guess, when I discovered this. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he said second brother said he didn't say anything because he didn't want me to get angry with him.
But he didn't say what he.
No.
So he probably showed him that he wasn't okay with it.
I'm sure he wasn't. If you I don't know how he discovered it, but clearly there must have been some sort of sign, something to show. If he feels the need to then bring it up to his brother, then it's because there's still some sort of feeling there.
Right. So I'm saying it's like the second brother would never be able to say, oh, I didn't know you were not okay with it.
There's no way. Either way, even if they broke up 8 years. Even if it was like 20 years ago, I don't care. They dated for 4 years.
Exactly.
This is a conversation you have with your brother. You met this girl through your brother.
Yeah.
He was your brother's girlfriend. So you talk to him no matter how long it's been. You talk to your brother about this.
Whatever happens, it makes a lot of sense that your brother will have. And now we're talking to you, second brother.
Second brother.
We are telling you, like, whatever it is that you're telling yourself to be dating and making a life with this person, okay. But why didn't you think about the fact that he was going to be hurt by this?
Yeah.
Without even telling him.
Yeah.
Even if you decide to still go ahead with it, tell him first. People have conversations.
People don't
I know they're hard. I know they're hard. It's hard to have certain conversations sometimes.
Yes, of course it's really hard to have certain conversations.
But this is
at
worse.
the same time, like, Yeah.
This
what do you think
outcome
is
is
gonna
worse.
happen?
This outcome is worse.
Yeah, have a hard conversation and then let it be civil at least. But now, what do you think is gonna happen? How do you think your
Oh, your
brother
brother
feels?
brother number one won't come to the anniversary party. Well, then you would have to make it in a different day. Like, do it in another
Yeah,
time.
that's why I'm like, this is why would you do it anyway?
So many
You're not
conversations
in the wrong.
you're not in the wrong.
You're not in the wrong.
I know. We're having so much attitude about it. We're not in the wrong. They're
Second
not.
brother,
Sorry, you are not in the wrong.
you're in the wrong. Second brother,
First brother,
you're not.
we feel for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the next one.
Second story. Oh
Let's
my
go to the
God.
next one. Am I in the wrong for snapping at my husband after he told me to put more effort into my appearance? She quoted it, so that's why I'm like, put more effort into your appearance. Okay.
Oh wow.
So, title basically says it. My 29 I think she's 29 female,
Mm-hmm.
and her husband is 31 male,
Mm-hmm.
has been unemployed for over a year now.
Her husband has been
Her husband, what is with this husband?
unemployed husband.
Yeah, I know. Has been unemployed for over a year now. He was laid off during some restructuring and said he wanted to take a short break before looking for a new job. That short break has turned into 14 months of him mostly sitting on the couch playing video games. Meanwhile, I work full-time in a demanding job.
Oh my God.
I am a project manager in tech, pay all the bills, do most of the housework. He might do a load of dishes once a week, and try to keep our lives from completely falling apart. I've gently tried to talk to him about applying for jobs or at least picking up some chores, but every conversation ends in him getting defensive, saying he's not going through a rough saying he is going through a rough patch and that he'll get around to it. Anyway, yesterday I came home from work exhausted. I hadn't even taken my makeup off yet and was just heating up some leftovers to dinner when he looked at me and said, "You know, you should really start putting more effort into your appearance.
Oh my
Like,
God.
dress up a bit. You've kind of let yourself go." We needed that pause. Okay. Ah! I blinked. This is a man. I blinked. Love the way that you write your story, my love. This is a man who wears the same 3-foot stained t-shirts on rotation.
Ew.
Hasn't shaved in months, and I honestly don't remember the last time he wore pants that were in sweatpants. I just lost it. I told him that if he wants someone who looks like they just walked off a red carpet, maybe he should start acting like someone who isn't an unemployed slug living off his wife. He got really quiet and later said I was out of line and hurtful. Now I'm
Oh.
feeling guilty. I don't want to be cruel, but I've been holding everything together and it felt like a slap in my face for him to criticize me when I'm already stretched thin.
Mm.
Am I in the wrong? Oh, baby, this was 3 hours ago.
It's so fresh.
It's so fresh. She's going through it right now. I hope you wait for us until Thursday.
Maybe we should answer with the
With
YouTube.
the YouTube link.
But it's gonna be in a few days.
It's okay. We can
We
still
can
give
still
her a
do
person.
it.
We never know.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's still Anyway.
Okay. Ajá, se me olvidó. Piedra, papel, tijera. 1, 2, 3. Thank God. I hate going second. Now it's me. Now it's my turn. I'm gonna say it in a Yari way. I hate going second. Actually, to me, it's like I don't think you're in the wrong for standing up for yourself. It's actually not, to me, it's not as easy as to like yes you're right or wrong, because I do think there's a little bit, it's more complicated than that, and I do think the way that maybe you answered and responded to that answer wasn't completely okay, but I'm gonna just stick to I think you're right to stand up for yourself, and I don't love the way you did it, and I think it's built on things you were feeling for a while. Like, we're talking about 14 months of him off work, like not having a job, and maybe you feeling these things, and I don't know, like I don't know if you feel like he just doesn't want to, and obviously I have my own feelings around like video games when it's
Mm-hmm.
too much.
Yeah.
And how a woman can feel when she has a husband when it's playing video games too much, right? What's too much? I don't know. That's for everybody to find out. But I'm just like saying in my head. My husband doesn't, so I don't go through that. But I do. I do have friends that sometimes struggle with that. You know.
Yeah.
And in his case, if he's also not working, he's not even being productive. He's not cleaning the house. He's not doing all these things. That takes a toll on you. And all, like you're out there working, doing everything that you need to do, and then coming home and having to do all of those things. I can only imagine the pressure and the tension that it builds for you. And then, of course, a comment like this that to me, I do get triggered when suggestions come from like you should do this instead of like, hey, I think I've noticed this lately. Are you okay? Or like I love like just being more about like what do you think about it? I like to know what do you think about it because
Yeah.
maybe the husband could have said, my love, like what's going on, like are you feeling okay, what's like I've noticed that you're not like as maybe in the past she was more about getting ready, blah blah blah. I don't know what it is. I'm just saying I can imagine like I get triggered as well when it's like you should do this. And if for her it's like you're telling me to do something when you're not taking care of yourself, that idea, I'm like, you're not in the wrong. It's great
No.
for you to be like, listen, how am I going to be taking suggestions from somebody who is completely letting themselves go? I just don't love both of your approaches. And I think it's all because it's built up on not really talking about it. Again, conversation, communicating,
Yeah.
talking about it.
Yeah.
But she's not in the wrong per se. Yeah.
I agree. I don't think she's in the wrong for standing up for herself either. I think in that moment, of course, it's extremely unfair for somebody to come and tell you, "Oh, on top of everything that you're already doing." And
Mm-hmm.
clearly he's not paying attention to how exhausted you are. And I'm sorry, but I don't discriminate against like if the woman is going to work and the man stays at home. That's not a problem. But for me, it's like if you're going to do that, if she's going to work full time, then you should be doing most of the chores at home.
Exactly.
And
At
it
least.
and it sounds like, well, she said sometimes he'll do some
Yeah.
chores. So why are you carrying all of the load? All of it at home and at work, financially, all of that. That's unfair. And then this person on top of that has the audacity
The
to
audacity.
tell you that you should work on your appearance. No, I don't think you're in the wrong for standing up for yourself.
Okay, because you have to, yeah.
Yes. I will give a different perspective, and it's something that just kind of clicked for me when
Okay.
she mentioned this is coming from someone that's like wearing food stained clothing, the same three every week, playing video games all day long, hasn't worked for 14 months. It sounds like there could be some sort of like depression or
A
something that
hundred
he's
percent.
struggling with.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that short break that turned then into 14 months. He may be going through something and you don't know. It doesn't really sound like you guys are communicating
No.
properly, but it sounds like he might be going through something right now that he hasn't told you about, and he's hiding it by playing these video games and just like completely taking the attention away from what he needs to think about and distracting himself.
So he might
So,
need more
yeah,
love.
he might need more love. And I think you saying that he's a slob who is living off his wife, that as a I'm not a man, but I'm married and I have a father. It's just like a very it could be a very man type of thinking,
Right, like a
a
punch.
male thought of like, oh, I'm the provider. I'm the one that has to take care of the family financially. So you throwing that at him might it's probably already something that he's thinking about
Mm-hmm.
that he hasn't been able to face, and then you throwing it
In
at him
at
in
his
that
face, yeah.
way might have been a little bit harsh.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not saying that you are in the wrong for, feeling the way you're feeling. I would also be a little bit offended if I was in your shoes, for sure. But I think he's also probably going through some stuff
Some
that
stuff
he might not even be aware of himself. And that might have actually really hurt him a lot more than you think.
more, exactly. And you're right, like the whole, she specifically said that like his shirts are stained
They're stained and he's wearing the same three
when
shirts
when
every week.
somebody allows like,
When somebody doesn't, and it's just, isn't it kind of funny at the same time? It's ironic that he says to her, you should take care of your appearance a little bit more. Well, he's not, clearly not taking
taking
care of
care of himself
his.
even
He hasn't
more, like,
shaved.
yeah.
Like, those are all signs of someone who's not all there.
And is also trying to, because I feel like when you're in that, let's call it hole, it's you see it so much in yourself and you feel it and you're so hurt by the fact that you can't get out of the hole,
Yeah.
that but it's, you're able to, or not able, but like you tend to see more things on other people and want to like kind of like fire back and just stay in that mentality and that like attacking like space, because you want to protect yourself because of how painful it is to face the reality that you need to take
Yeah.
matters into your own hands, about like your mental health and all of that. It's hard. Like,
Yeah.
and we were talking, like, it's funny because it's come up a couple times in our stories. The men loosen the job in something in their dynamic with the wife and how it changes, and how it usually is changes for the negative, like for
Yeah.
how the woman, like, instead of them like stepping into a more like present at home, like cleaning position in the house, it's them just letting themselves go. Like
Yeah.
we've seen it a couple times at this point.
Yeah, it's just sort of like they lose their identity.
They lose their identity, and again, I've seen this even with friends,
Yeah.
and how it's just like, and you'll talk about like, oh, what is going on, or what do you think was the first moment in which everything changed, and it goes back to when he lost his job.
Yeah. It's rough, I'm sure. I mean, we can go into societal roles right now and
Yeah.
whatever. It's a long conversation,
Yeah.
but it's all about like identity. And as a man, I mean, I'm not generalizing it. I'm sure it's not for every man, but most men identify with being the provider, the
Yeah.
breadwinner. And so when that's gone, who are you? And I'm not defending the whole not helping at home.
No.
That should be happening. But maybe he doesn't even know how to do that. He's never had to.
Yeah.
He's never thought about doing
He's
it.
definitely not okay.
He's not. It doesn't sound like he's okay.
And I go back to like the conversations. There is definitely like, it's been 14 months, and I don't, like, you probably have thought about this, but she did mention like, it, we haven't really talked about it, blah blah blah, like I'm just letting it go.
Yeah.
14 months is a long
It's a
time.
very long time.
That's like over a year. And
Yeah.
and it's just, that's what happens. Then 1 second something happens and it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out for him and for you.
You can only take so much. At some point,
And you'll hurt the other
the boiling
person.
point is, and you're gonna hurt each other. But overall, you're not in the
You're not
wrong.
wrong for standing up.
But I think you definitely need to have a conversation with your husband
And
about,
gain tools as to how
Yeah.
to communicate with each other in such a, and accept it, because they might not have accepted that there is a crisis happening at home. Like the moment he went on to, like, the first time he didn't like change his shirt, the first time that he maybe spent the whole day only playing video games, not in a recreative way, but in like trying to escape reality kind of way, that's when you start being like, okay, we need to like go get therapy or go get,
Yeah.
like, some sort of like guidance, or because then this is what happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we hope it helps if you see this.
Hopefully. We will tag you. See you next
Bye.
week. Bye.